Rage on that beat, going crazy.
So hello everyone, you welcome me in my new S2000. Hopefully this mic is picking this up nicely, but wow, is this car amazing. So earlier on in the video you would have seen that I've gone and picked this car up. It's actually someone who's a friend of Steve at SR Auto Bodies, where my brother GTR is getting rebuilt, where I got the car from. So it became a two in one day. Now I've split halfway through the video. I'll show you more about all the other cars that we went down with later on. But yeah, this is my S2000 and I've had it for a couple of weeks now. This is amazing. I have driven so many cars, Skylines. You know what, I'm gonna put the windows up just in case it affects the audio quality. So I've driven so many cars in the past. You know, it's been a flavor of everything from E46 M3s, my E30 and Skylines, you name it, even twin turbo manual Supra, you know, pretty much everything. But this is on a whole new level. I love it. There's just something about an S2000 that I need to drive an MX-5 and an RX-7 and even a Z4. They're the only cars that I can think of that will even be remotely similar to something like this. I've already done a little bit of a tour with this car, going all the way up to Wales, a video coming out about that soon, but it's just a thrill. There's a lot about this car that I've learned upon owning it. I've always loved the S2000. I've always lusted after one. I think the looks are just timeless. The whole idea of the car, you know, being convertible, it just is, it's so many ticks. And I know a lot of people who don't even like convertibles, but they love the S2000 because of what it represents, as well as everything that it has going for it. Getting stuck by so many red lights today. It's like, leave me alone. Oh, I think M5 has caught me up. But yeah, it's honestly been such a fantastic car to drive and own. So yeah, it has an electronic steering rack, which is something pretty different. Ooh. Let's see this. Car didn't do too bad then. Held its own against the M5. I'll leave him to it for now. So yeah, the car has an electronic steering rack, which, considering how the car feels, is amazing. Yes, I do think you do lose a little bit of the steering feel from the front end, but because of the proportion of the car, I also think that that plays a little bit of a factor in it. The car is almost like a mid-front engine. The engine is near enough from the front struts. Along with all of that, you've got the rest of the body proportions. I think you can watch so many videos about S2000s online. Everyone near enough says the same things. It's all about the way the car looks, the way the car sounds, the way the car feels to drive. So my one is actually an AP1. So it has the 2 litre, 240 basically brake horsepower engine in it, 6-speed manual, and it's just so much fun. It has a 9,000 RPM, which is possibly my favorite part about the car. You know, yeah, you don't really have much low-end torque, but I feel like the way the car's actually set up, it's purely more focused on actually being driven at the top of the RPM. I've driven a lot of BMWs, you know, M3s and those kind of things. So I know when a car that enjoys being driven really hard like that, that's where you want to actually be driving them. That's how that car is designed to be driven, and that's where it feels the most rewarding. And that's definitely what this car is like. You know, you can drive this car as quick as most things, especially on country lanes, but the way it will give you a feeling in return of the kind of car it is just, that's what it's all about, really. So this car for a long time had the best ratio for engine displacement to horsepower, with this 2 litre and coming out with 240 brake horsepower. I think it was 240. I need to double check that. It's plenty for a car this light and feels like this, but I still want more. But this car was actually then beaten by the 458, which I got into this car and I was driving it around. I was like, wait a minute, this interior is actually a lot like the Ferrari 458. Like, a lot like it. I'm gonna put up a picture of it right now and you can see what I mean. This car was definitely a trend setter, and I don't think it's been given its credit where it's due in regards to being a trendsetter. You know, the way the designs are for it, the way it's brought quite an elegant look from very classic cars. Prior to this, you were probably looking at the Jaguar E-Type. You know, Nissan wasn't really making anything like this. Toyota, BMW, nothing. No one was really making a sports car like this for quite some time before it. And after it, there's been quite a good few. You know, I do feel like the MX-5 is tiny compared to this in regards to the way it looks. This brought out a very sleek look to it, which, you know, you look at the new F-Types, you look at the AMG GT, they're all quite nicely reminiscent of this. The way the body lines are is definitely everyone's favorite point on this. And because this car's in red, a lot of people look at it that don't know what a Honda S2000 is, and they're like, yo, what is that? I'm actually going to be going somewhere right now. You can see a little bit more of its best friends. I'm just going to stop here real quick. I'll show you where I'm at. Pretty dark now. A little while ago, just after I stopped filming and I was outside Ferrari, it started to rain, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just keep driving for a little while and hopefully get past the rain, because it was only supposed to rain for a little bit. Then once the rain finished, it got dark. So to be honest, this wasn't really supposed to be that much of a video of me talking about the S2000. A full review will be coming out soon, but I will go full depth of what the car is like, special things about this car, and those kind of bits and pieces. I've already done so much to the car, but that's all yet to come. So enjoy the rest of the video where it's all the other GTRs at SR Auto Bodies. unlike the Civic, which never got to see that time. Catch me on Instagram, because everything will be a lot more updated on there, and I will see you all in the next video. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.